misconception is that you have to have, the top of the line equipment, and that's not true. Start with where you are, with whatever you have.
What's going on, Black Bookers, and welcome back to another episode of Book Black TV. I have the lovely Chemberli.
Yes.
Okay, her name is spelled so unique, guys. Like, it's CHEM, like chemistry.
Exactly.
So, yes, I have her here today, and you are going to learn all about her fabulous business. But before we get started, we're going to play a little game of Black Family Feud. You ready?
Yes.
Okay. So we surveyed 100 Black bookers, and the top answer is on the board. Okay, so this round is letting it. You only have one answer to be right. Okay, it's the top answer on the board. Okay. If your parents are calling you in the room to ask you for something, what are they most likely asking you for?
The remote control.
Yes, you got it. It's the remote control. Why did our parents do that? Like, the remote is literally right there. You call me all the way from my room in front, to the back seat.
Right. But it's funny. I remember my dad doing that, and I would be so like, really?
And one day it got to me. I was like, what y'all want? Like, like, tell me what you want, because if you want water and I walk past the refrigerator, I'm gonna be a little upset. So.
But the saddest part of it is now I do that to my son.
Oh. What is the reasoning behind it? We gotta break this generational curse, y'all. But nevertheless, let's get started. Can you tell us all about your photography business?
Sure. So Chemberli Lachaille Photography is a media company that specializes in the real estate industry. And so basically I provide pictures of homes as well as videos. So I love to work directly with realtors to help them bring their listings to life. And so that's in a nutshell what I do.
So I have stalked your Instagram. Of course, you're on our platform. So, we had to go through your pictures because that's how we market our Black bookers. And oh my God, you have really good quality photos. Kind of it give me HGTV vibes. Okay, so I really think it's a need for what you do, because a lot of times as business owners, like, we're great at what we do. But in order for a business to be successful, you have to have multiple components, different teams, and we can't do everything. Right. And a lot of the time I run into real estate agents and people who sell homes, and the picture quality doesn't really sell me on wanting to buy a house. So I think it's really important what you do, and it's really great that you specialize in this wonderful business, because people don't realize, like, hey, I could make a sale just by a picture.
Right.
So what made you get into real estate photography?
So it goes back to childhood. Actually, I remember having so much fun visiting model homes with my mom and my sister. And so...
Was your mom a real estate agent?
No, she wasn't. That was just kind of like a weekend thing that we did. Yeah.
Yeah, manifesting houses.
There we go. And so it went from that to me as a young adult working in real estate as a leasing agent. And I have done several different career moves in the field. I've done marketing for commercial real estate properties. And photography just gives me yet another way to work in real estate. And that's how it came about. I've always had an affinity for real estate, and photography is a passion of mine. So it was just wonderful for me to be able to fuse those two together.
That's awesome. Yeah, so like, what is your favorite part of like the houses? Like, what do you like to take pictures of the most? If it was me, it would be the kitchen.
Yeah,
I'm a baker, so I love the kitchen. The kitchen is my selling point. Like, if I see a kitchen, I'll be like, all right, the rest of the house we can fix, but the kitchen?
Yeah, that's your it place.
Yes.
Really, I love all components of the home. Just walking up to a house and noticing the structure of it, you know, the windows, the doors, the garage, or the curb appeal, basically. I love that. And then walking into a home, I really try to help others to see the unique charm of every property through the pictures that I take. So I wouldn't say that there's a favorite room that I have. My thing is more so, how can I capture each space in the best possible way?
Okay, I feel that. So, how long have you been in photography, period?
So I started back in 2011 as a hobby. And that actually came about for my 30th birthday. I decided to gift myself
a camera.
Well, with a photo shoot.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like, girl, for my anniversary, I asked for a camera. Here we are. We got some 4K quality now.
There you go. Yeah, so I had so much fun doing the photo shoot. And I said, wow, I think I could really get into this and possibly be good at it. And so shortly thereafter, I bought a camera, and the rest is history. Now, I didn't really get started with it as a full-time business right away, but I've been doing it for nearly a decade now.
That's the real estate photography, or just photography?
Photography in general.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So how do you go about finding your clients?
So primarily at this point, most of my clients have been contracted through larger real estate media companies. And so at this point, I'm really wanting to make some bold moves for myself, really get out and brand my photography. And I'm working with realtors, connecting on Instagram, social media platforms. And I'm also looking to start participating in some networking events.
It kind of shut that down.
It did, yeah.
Really just, but we gonna get it back up and running. We gonna get that, because that's, network is your network, and so it's kind of hard to do that virtually. Like, we are part of like Urban League and these different things, but it's like we don't really get to interact with the people on, Zoom like that. It's not the same. One person has to talk at a time, so it's just kind of, putting a damper on things. But I can't wait till the city open up, because we are always at networking events, and that's how, we get connected with people. People always want to be a part of our platform, help us grow our platform, and that's ultimately how you make money, because you're networking and you're increasing your network. So
Right, absolutely. So I definitely hope to be able to connect more with more realtors.
Well, definitely. We'll be glad to hook you up with a lot of realtors that could use your help. So,
thank you.
What would you tell someone looking to get into photography?
Well, I would say dream big. One misconception is that you have to have, the top of the line equipment, and that's not true. Start with where you are, with whatever you have, and just, see how it can unfold. The other thing that I love about photography is that it's subjective. And so there aren't necessarily any, hard and fast right and wrongs. It's a lot about just kind of exploring your own style. And that's what makes it so unique, is that really you can find your own way with it. So I would just encourage anybody who's interested to, even with phones these days, you can take some amazing pictures.
And most of, people who are tech savvy, I do see great quality pictures with those iPhones. Those iPhones are really a lifesaver, especially like the newer ones, the 10 and up. You can get good quality photos. But, to people who may not have an iPhone or maybe a little older, they definitely could use your assistance. Like, they most definitely can, because, you can see the difference in how they take their pictures. Some of them just take their pictures off, like, the Google or the HR site, and they're blurry.
Yeah.
And to me, I'm just like, oh, okay, I don't know what this house is like. Like, if I see a house, and, like, I've fallen in love with houses on Zuli, what is it? Trulia.
Yeah.
Yes. It's been a while since I had to look on there. But girl, I fell in love with some homes on there. And it's like, you know, when I feel connected to the houses, when I can look at them and see what they look like, it's like I've already taken a tour.
Right.
And a lot of us, especially with COVID, I mean, people can't move around as freely as they would like to. Your business is definitely coming in handy. Now, I got one final question for you. With, you know, your businesses, they're all booming. How do you make all of this fit in? Like, you have, you know, your photography business with real estate, and then you have the entrepreneurship showcase, and you have a homeschool service. So how do you make all of this fit in? Like, how do you manage your 24 hours?
Okay, so first of all, just being totally transparent, they aren't all booming. But that's why I'm so appreciative for you and your husband and the work that you guys are doing to help promote Black businesses. Because, you know, I need help with letting people know who I am. This is what I do. Here's what I have to offer. But these are my full-time labors of love. So my day basically is centered around my photography and my homeschooling. And so, you know, we find ways to make it work. A lot of times, my son is going along with me on photo gigs, and that's my little helper.
Yeah, that's free labor.
Well, and also too, it's helping to show him entrepreneurship, and that's a big thing for me. You know, in homeschooling him, my goal is to give him a well-rounded education, you know, where he can really learn about the world around him, you know, how it functions and how he can play a part. And so this is one piece of that. And so I love being able to include him with what I'm doing with my business. And so, you know, a lot of times, sometimes they overlap, the two things, of photography and homeschooling. But we just, you know, take it one day at a time. I try really hard to stay focused on what my goals are, and that just kind of helps to guide our days.
Okay. Well, anybody looking for you, where can they find you? Like your social media, email, phone number, whatever you got, let us know how we can find you and get some good photography pictures or some homeschooling, because we know some of these kids in this virtual school is not working.
Yeah. And we're actually now bringing our service to people. And so if you are, you know, just burnt out with the virtual learning, we can actually come to your home, come to your campus, and bring some of our exceptional experiential learning activities directly to you. So take a break from the computer. Yes, take a break. But you can find me. My phone number is 713-446-7529. We're also on Instagram. The photography is at Chemberli Lachaille Photography, and it is spelled a little quirky.
Don't worry, we'll link it for everybody to know where they can find you. We got you covered.
Okay.
It's really a unique. I like the way your name is spelled. I've never seen Kimberly spelled like that. And I was trying to figure out her name. I was like, Shim.
Right.
But when you said Kimberly, I was like, oh my God, it's so cute.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
I'm a nerd though. So my major's in biology, so it's probably me. But yeah, finish telling me where they can find you.
Well, Chemberli Lachaille Photography on Instagram, and the homeschool is also on Instagram at homeschool with ELA. And check us out. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to give me a call.
All right, thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode of Book Black TV. We'll see you next time. Bye.